Hello students, today once again I am here with your political science chapter number 3rd, that is election, class 11th. We have discussed almost all the major content from this chapter, and I hope that you are doing your revising and you are writing all the materials. Very soon you have to deposit your notebooks in school office for checking, so that I can check what you are understanding and how you are representing the things, how you are representing these things. Accordingly, I will see that what is to be done, which improvement is needed. So today, taking as a summary, as concluding part of your this chapter number 3rd, election, I am going to dictate you some important questions only for dictation of some questions. You will write these answers. I am intentionally going to dictate, not giving you PDF or written form, so that I want that you all must watch videos and write the answers on your fair notebooks or wherever you are preparing your notes. Right now you have grown up in your senior secondary classes and you have to make a register like notes type, and there you will note down all these questions very fair manner. And wherever you face problem, there is some confusion that you think that my answer is right or wrong, or may be wrong, you may discuss with me freely and write. Right? Discuss with me freely and write. Tell me, ma'am, for this question this answer may be right. I'll tell you accordingly. Okay? So let us start dictation of the questions. Question number 1. Importance of the elections in democracy. Question number 1. Importance of election in democracy. You have to write it for 3 marks. Then next is 1 mark question I am going to give you. First one is, what is the tenure of the member of election commission? What is the tenure of member of election commission? Next question, mention 3 different years when changes were made for the election commission, single member, 2 member or multi-member. Mention the years accordingly. Yes, dear students, now our 3rd question is, who is the present Chief Election Commission? Very, very important. Who is the present Chief Election Commission? Then question number 4. What does FPTP stands for? What does FPTP stands for? Right? You have to give it full form and write meaning in 1 or 2 lines also. Then next question is, how many seats are reserved for scheduled caste in India? How many seats are reserved for scheduled caste in India? Okay? Then question number 6. Mention any two qualification of a voter in India. Mention any two qualifications of a voter in India. Okay. Then 7th is seventh question is major two qualification for the candidate who contest the elections. Major two qualifications for the candidate who contest the election. Then question number 8. Mention any two stages of electoral process. Mention any two stages of electoral process. What do you mean by PR? What do you mean by PR? And give example of two countries who have adopted this system. Give example of two countries who have adopted this system. Then next question number 10. Question number 10 is there. You have to write here. For question number 10, you have to write what do you mean by territorial representation? Territorial representation. It is proportional representation. And next question is territorial representation. And you have to mention its merits also. Two advantages, two merits of this system. Two advantages or two merits of this system. Then question number 11. Question number 11. You have to write any 4 reforms which may help to make the Indian elections free and fair. In other words, you can say that how can we make Indian elections free and fair, or mention some reforms through which we can improve our electoral system. I have gave you 3 questions, answer will be same for all the 3, only somewhat language I have changed. Please do take care whenever you are going to attempt your answer of political science. You have to read the question carefully, at least minimum 3 times. And then you will get the appropriate idea what you have to write. You can grasp that idea only when you read the question carefully, not only one time, more than one time, that is 2 to 3 times. Okay dear students, then our next question is question number 12. Question number 12. What are the major drawbacks? What are the major drawbacks of Indian electoral system? What are the major drawbacks of Indian electoral system? Then next question is, explain the functions of presiding officer. Explain the functions of presiding officer. You may write it for 4 marks. And then you have to write about what are the essential values. Question number 40. What are the essential values attached to Indian electoral system? Attached to Indian electoral system. Okay students, that much for today. You have to write. Intentionally I have given these questions because tomorrow next day is Sunday, so you may get full time to get it prepared and get it right. And hopefully till Monday I will receive all these notebooks from chapter number 1, 2, 3 should be completed in your notebooks. I'll award you marks accordingly. Okay, to these questions you have to write from your this chapter, that is electoral politics. And tomorrow we will study about next day about our legislature and executive and judiciary. Okay, these are the 3 main important chapters that are the organs of the government. Organs of the government will start legislature or executive. Its function, this and that, and sit with books. And don't forget to write the answers to these questions. Okay dear students, bye. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.